Well, it is on replay.
Yeah, it is a replay.
But they're different replays.
Different replays.
Here at 184, we'll see Brock Fettig, the redshirt junior from Bismarck, North Dakota for SDSU, and the record holder in Division I for the most letter B in the name. That's Brian Burburija, the sophomore from Clearwater, Florida.
You ever had a Burburija sandwich?
I have not.
They don't exist.
That would be why.
Yeah. Sounds like it, though.
I've never had a Fettig sandwich either, for that matter.
No.
Although Fettig and Burburija are about to be sandwiched with one another here.
Here we go. Brock Fettig, a good opportunity to compete here again in front of the home crowd. He's done, I mean, the last few times he's been here, it's been good scraps by him.
This will be the first time Burburija and Fettig do battle. Burburija a year ago wrestled Thomas Deneen twice and Zach Glazier twice.
Those are his opponents. He was at 97 last year, made the come down to 84, yeah.
And, of course, then Berge went up from 84 to 97. We'll see him here in a little bit. And Fettig's somebody, we've talked about this before, wrestled at 65. He's wrestled at 74. Here he is at 84.
Yeah, and a lot of that's trying to find your way in the lineup, and a lot of that's doing what your coaching staff asks of you and being a culture guy and stepping in and wrestling where needed. But we kind of touched on this earlier in the year. It's his time to shine at 184 and see what he can give to the team. And I would say he's been on an incline over the last 3 to 4 weeks. Kind of taking steps, as we call it, right? Steps up that staircase to where you want to be. But where Brock Fettig doesn't want to be is where he is now. Buried with his head, in close contact. A lot of his scoring comes from quick touch-and-go moves. That's where he's found his success. I haven't seen him with a lot of scores in collar tie with his head buried at wrists. Right there, he clears quickly to the double leg.
Well, to your point about Fettig, Nate, he is 5-4 since the turn of the calendar. But those losses are a 2-point decision, a 1-point decision, a 2-point decision, and an overtime decision.
Right.
So he's in everything.
And the matches take different meaning when they count towards that Big 12 tournament, right? You want to make your path the easiest it can be to make it the national tournament, and from there, see where it flies. Riding time, cooking up to about 40 seconds. Fettig doing a good job controlling that wrist, extending it out, keeping pressure on him. You see at the back there, he's kind of, I call that an anchor ride. He's got an anchor behind him, hooking that ankle. Continue to keep it hooked right there. It's a good shot of it. Elbow in the tricep, extended that arm. He'll go right back to hooking that ankle if he needs to. Burburija puts himself back down with a little kind of switch action.
Coming up on the end of period 1 here, and the Jacks have won 6 of the first 7 tonight for a 24-5 lead, as you see Cody Caldwell popping up out of his seat. Talking about all these guys and what they accomplished in their time. Caldwell wrestled at UNI, an NCAA qualifier, a 4-year starter, pride of Waverly, Iowa.
Yeah, not a lot of people with bad things to say about the Caldwell family in general when you're talking about wrestling, specifically in the state of Iowa. Rick Caldwell's father, a Hall of Famer. Actually sitting Matt's side by the Hahn family as well.
Yeah, it's a family reunion on this Friday night in First Bank and Trust Arena. We'll show Simaz and Carlson in a little bit and give them some love as well. We got to make sure we knock everybody off the list here.
Got to give a shout out to the Simaz family, though. They're here as well for the big weekend. Not Matt's side, but make the trip from Michigan. So it's a cool thing about wrestling, man. Bringing a lot of people together from a lot of different places. Fettig with that escape. Riding time still over a minute, so in theory, his opponent chooses bottom without getting a takedown this period. That's going to be a factor in the match. Good pressure by Fettig. The attacks may not be flying, but a majority of the match, his butt is to the middle that you can see on your screen, and he's the one controlling it. Little slide by action there. It can't. 3 offered. He did have Merkel position behind the elbow, but didn't have leg laced. So, takedown there though. Score says 4-4. It should be 5-3.
And they're getting it fixed.
And a quick escape though, right? So I mean, like, riding time was at a minute 7, and now it's at a minute 5. So still a factor. Interesting to see what Burburija chooses to do. I'm assuming bottom is the choice, but that kind of solidifies riding time being a factor unless a takedown happens. Says neutral. Got to get a takedown anyways, I guess.
We told you we'd highlight the other two. On the left is Cam Simaz, a 4-time All-American at Cornell. He is a member of multiple Halls of Fame, including the Michigan Wrestling Hall of Fame. And Clay Carlson with a surprisingly stern look on his face there on that previous shot. A 2-time All-American. 116 wins at South Dakota State. The 6th most in program history. A 4-time NCAA qualifier.
And the big one, 2-time All-American, right, for the Jacks. And he kind of pillar of what this staff's about, and that's why he's on the staff. And what their bios don't say is the personalities, the people they are. They really just jive. Really good culture with the staff, and common goal between all of them. So it's unique to see, right, like the level of involvement from each guy when a different guy's on the mat, and you can kind of tell where their time is invested, and you can see the focus of Clay Carlson, but you can see his chair's a little further back because he's leaned back and Cody Caldwell's leaned in. So I know this is a guy that Cody works with a lot, and this period we haven't any really committed attacks from either guy, but Fettig doing a good job keeping the center of the mat, keeping space. No stall calls offered, no concern about that. Goes re-attack single. You want to circle in hard here so you avoid a stall call being offered. If you're Air Force, Burburija, I would pull a hand snap, shoot him off. Try and get that stall involved. Brock Fettig not super ambitious to score here, and that's with a 2-point lead plus riding time. Locked around the chest, nothing's going to happen here. Fettig is going to come out on top.
Brock Fettig, a decision at 184 for South Dakota State.